Welcome to just another podcast, another random Friday nights with the ladies. How y'all doing tonight?
I am great. How are you guys? Tune in.
I'm doing good, just peachy, feeling good, feeling fine, looking fine.
Yeah.
How was y'all week?
It was long.
Okay, I'm gonna take them off.
Mine
I'm gonna
was
do y'all like
very-
they do in school. I'm gonna take those off.
Mine was long, interesting, and opening, I guess.
Okay.
Good word. Yeah, like just seeing things with my eyes.
She's just so confused.
No, it ain't that bad. It's just seeing stuff and just like speaking on it and pointing it out is crazy to me. Because people
Speaking on it and pointing it out.
Yeah, because it's just because people be, you know how they get. Oh, you caught me.
Not you.
Yeah.
Or you didn't catch me. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But that's the part I like. That's the part I hate. That's when I get mad right there. That right there, when I point it out and then you be like, I ain't even that one. What I? Now you telling me my eyes wrong? I got a problem.
So how you feeling today, Chris? This week?
who, me?
Yeah.
I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling great. It was a
Nah.
little rough. It was a little rough start.
Look, what was
I'm a little tired today, though. I need a nap, but I'm good.
Not
You
a
be
nap.
ready for
You
weekends
go
to
to
come?
sleep. It's time to go to bed.
Okay.
No, for real.
You said what?
You be ready for the weekends to come?
I mean, I take every day as it comes, as it go, you know. But I'm tired today. I had a lot going on today, so I'm tired.
I anticipated for the weekend, baby. I said, I know I ain't doing nothing this weekend. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is exactly my plan.
I ain't never been happy to just do nothing.
Everybody
Like, yeah,
gone
this-
too. I'm being. You gonna think I'm gone?
No, for real. And that's what I need. Take everybody and just head on out.
I'm doing some decorating this weekend.
Oh, that sounds fun.
That's always fun. Though,
It
for
is.
real.
Somewhat, when you know what you're doing. I don't know.
Yeah, I was just
my,
about to
my
say.
mental really not where I want it to be. As far as like decor.
Yeah. I like the building aspect of it. Like putting stuff together.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
like
company
getting
was.
all of the packages and seeing the stuff and then
Yeah.
seeing the final product.
Well, I guess I'm a little sad because I used to be able to like go in my basement and grab something different. Like, oh, I got that one coat. I got that one this.
And you
Or in my
have to go.
garage. Or I gotta go
Oh
get this.
yeah.
I had something to go with something.
Something, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah, like to kind of pull it like, oh, this was the perfect touch. to
But
it.
I'm not gonna get on the flood part and wait till Tuesday.
Okay.
That's designated for Tuesday.
For real.
So come to the post y'all on Tuesday for sure.
Yeah, I like the idea of remodeling, decorating. It can be costly, but like as long as my vision that I had in my head match what I got going on, then I'll be okay with it.
Yeah, because I saw this green bedroom. I'm like, baby, listen. I need to do green and gold. I need this.
So this evening's topic is comfort in chaos. How did y'all feel about that topic?
When you sent it to me, I said, "Oh, what's this? What's okay?"
I said, "Look at here, who did this?"
So I was just thinking, like, who did
What that I have been, y'all know I've been
like
battling. I've been battling with that topic, with that somewhat that subject in my head.
Yeah.
Regarding women as of late, and I was just trying to like figure it out. But I did have an interesting situation that happened yesterday that kind of made me feel like, okay, maybe that's something I should talk about more broadly, and then other people can kind of chime in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so that's where the topic came in?
Yeah, the topic came from there. But I left it general. It's not about the actual what happened. But that prompted me to say, hey, this would be cool to talk about. Because I'm sure I'm not the only one to experience that.
Well, one place where the chaos is comforting that right now that I'm watching is my job. And they keep saying when COVID, baby, we are 2025. When we gonna move on, or when we gonna start putting things in place and actually sticking to them.
Hey, listen,
'Cause,
that move on part is so hard for people.
Yeah,
as much as people.
Yeah, because I feel like we in your work setting, I feel like either we gonna be working like we try to prevent COVID, or we gonna work like we ain't even fucking with COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like,
why we still running around with the policies from COVID? Well, we can't take these people. Certain amount of people can't come in this room. We all got it. Man, listen here. It's here now. We know it's here.
Yeah, it's just the chaos. So it's comforting.
It is.
But
well, I don't know. I'm still cautious. I still give people 6 feet at the store.
Me too. No, I get because
I be looking when they go to get on God.
And I stop and turn around and ask you.
Yeah, like, oh, can you scoop back?
So Tommy says, my opinion, because I gotta go in a second. The internet normalizes dysfunction because people enjoy watching it. Absolutely.
I agree.
I'm not even gonna keep it just as at that. I'm gonna go bigger. Society. Because this is everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
People are okay
online
with
or not.
Things. Online or not. Like, it's stuff we see outside. You be like, did I just
Yeah.
did I just witness this? What's going on?
I agree to that.
Well, let's cut into it. When did you first realize that living in chaos felt normal to people? Or even, I ain't gonna say to you because I don't feel like we live in that, but I think you do feel like you live in it. Then.
I think when you try to correct somebody on their wrongdoing,
absolutely,
and then they get very defensive.
Mm-hmm.
I promise
that's one way you can see they get so explosive. Well, what did I do?
Or like people, you know, the lack of being able to be because maybe you don't agree to what I said. So if I said something to offend you and you came at me and I'm like, oh, that was not my intent, I can acknowledge like, oh, you know what, no, that wasn't my intent. This is how that was intended. I apologize if you took it that way. I'm big on that because I don't be wanting my people to feel no type of way. So I'm big on that. But people that cannot do that, those are the type of people that's got a lot of comfort in chaos, you know. So
and they just think it's normal and they be looking at you like you weird. So why are you mad?
Yeah, or they get mad because you're mad.
Yeah,
you know, and
I think I just explained
a long time. And I'm not, and I've gotten to the point where if you get mad because I called you out on whatever you was doing, and I'm done. I don't got it.
Yeah,
because it ain't gonna go nowhere. There's not gonna be no
we was talking about earlier when I told her like I do the shutdown thing, and I know I do the shutdown thing, but my plan now or to go to work on to use it when it's needed. So like I was explaining to her, like if I tell somebody or correct somebody or something, and then they kind of want to give me a lot of rebuttal back, eventually I'm gonna just be like, okay.
What about people that live in dysfunction and try to project it on you as if it's normal? That's big.
I don't think I've met nobody that don't do it. So it's at this point, it's becoming normal.
Well, that's the toxicity of it. Like people, a lot of time, those people that's living in dysfunction don't even realize that they are.
Yeah.
And so when you, like he said, when you try to you try to correct them on that, you know, they are upset with you. And people have gotten so comfortable being toxic, living in chaos, all of that stuff, because it all aligned with each other.
That turns into me. That for me, it turns into a bit of gaslighting because they got to hit you with gaslight in order for you to receive the projection,
right,
for sure,
and kind of make it like, hey, you tripping for even finding the problem with that, you know?
And I could be, and I could legitly care, but I'm like, I don't care. I'm on because I gotta exit out this situation because it ain't even healthy.
No, you know what? I don't know. People don't mean any harm when they say this. When people say, you don't have to, and I know, Keisha, you said this before, and this ain't about you.
What?
You know, when people say, dang, I just lost my train of thought. But when people make you feel like, oh, you don't gotta say something about everything, or you don't have to have a rebuttal to everything. You know what I mean? You can't tell people what to have a rebuttal to.
But I think personally, my intentions, going back to intentions, when I do say that to somebody, is more of me coming from the span of like, you need to just be safe with you, protect you, just comfort you in that moment.
But that's you don't feel like that's dismissive?
I don't know, because to me, if somebody would say that to me, I would feel like a person is looking out for me, because you're telling me to calm myself. You telling
not
me
calm, not calm. But telling a person what they should and should not address. But some of that stuff is projection because you wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
you
don't feel projection is going to come anyway, because
not you for saying. I'm just saying a person.
People advice is from.
Well, I'm not saying
they were in that situation. So projection is literally. That's why I said it's normal because we all do it in some way. Shape.
No, but
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
that's different though, because when you come to me with that situation, you're asking me, you're literally out loud saying, what would you have done? And so I'm telling you what I have done, what I would have had done.
Yeah.
So I'm not projecting my feelings. I'm telling you what I would have done. Hoping that, you know what I'm saying? Like it sparks something in you to be like, you know what, that don't sound too bad. Let me call my friend, or let me figure this out, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but it's like sometimes like the whole, oh, you don't have to say something to everything. I think sometimes people do that because they're uncomfortable with you addressing it for themselves.
Okay.
So they don't want to, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, don't do that because that make me feel uncomfortable. Because what else would be stopping you from saying that?
I could totally see that.
Yeah, I never thought about that way.
Thank you.
So I was coming from a
no, not you. I'm not talking about you.
No, I'm
I
just
just know that's
general
something
that
that's the way I receive it when people say, "Oh, you don't have to address." Ooh, I address what I feel like is something I need to address, and you do what you need to do for you. You know
I
what
totally
mean?
agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, but if you were being a hothead all the time, you get what I'm saying, just flying off the Richter, I totally understand that.
Like, girl, hold on now.
Like, hey, friend, relax.
We gonna talk about this later.
For real.
Okay.
I got one for y'all. It's more accountability, self reflection. Do you feel like you've ever mistaken drama or excitement or passion?
Hell no. You don't know when you're getting in drama, or like when drama is lurking.
I mean, it could even be.
I'm gonna be real with you. It could be in a relationship.
Yeah.
Now, women outside of me, hell no, ain't nothing that a woman do to me that's gonna make me think that love if she being evil to me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right.
But when I was young and dumb and thought this what a little relationship was, hell yeah, that nigga love me.
Yeah, same for me.
Yeah,
I've never been there before.
But now I wish you would. Don't put your hands on me. I'm calling the police.
It don't gotta be a beat up.
Hey, you're going to jail. I learned now. I'm playing the victim.
No, I'm over here like I'm conflicted. I'm like, why would somebody mistake that for excitement or passion?
Yeah, that's why I like when I was young and dumb. Now no.
So I've been in a few of these growing up, right? I don't know why I've been in so many of these situations, but I have. So I'll be dating a guy, right? And let's say he just had a whole nother something going on. The something pull up while we out where we at. I felt a few times I have felt like I was on that show, Cheaters, right? and this is like the moment of truth, right? Swear to God, this is the moment of truth where this lady's walking up like, I know you fucking lying. She didn't say that because we weren't saying that back in the day, but you did. And now it's time for this nigga to make a decision. I'm a deer in the head, like
you over there, like, so who you pick?
What you doing?
Like the hell?
No, you know who you picking. I know I'm me, right? What are you doing?
Yeah,
you angry?
This is chaos. But I'm looking at it like, oh, you're gonna have to make a decision.
Yeah.
And it's not that I found passion in it, but when I was younger, it might have been a little exciting.
I give you that.
Because I'm like, what's going on here? You know?
Give you that.
Yeah, I've been there for sure. Mm-hmm. That is, it was exciting and drilling then.
In that moment,
now you're trying to hurt me.
or like not talking to him and then he blowing your phone down. That's chaos.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh, he calling me. Look at him calling me. Thinking that's funny. That's not cool. He did something wrong. He wronged me. You know?
Yeah. I never. You thought it was funny when he was blowing your phone?
When he was calling me, blowing my phone down.
Are you saying back then? Because we was proud of
Yeah, for sure. Back then,
there's women doing that. There's people doing that now.
Yeah, for sure. That's
I'd be shocked. I didn't know that people still do that now. I swear to God, when I saw it in my, I'm like,
yeah, this is my back in the day stuff. But no, this is stuff that happens now. I hear women now like, oh, well, he chose me, or he like what? Like you gotta know it's still open. You know? Possibly.
They think being chosen by the man.
Well, when it's like they fight.
When like baby, you got chosen to be what is that? A combatter. You don't even be fighting up in this one.
Mm-hmm.
He used you as a punching bag, bitch. He working on his aim. That ain't love. Okay.
Why do y'all think that sometimes chaos can feel safer than peace for some people?
I think when it come a normal, when it's normal,
when they don't know nothing about peace.
When they grew up that way.
Yeah, when it's normal and they upbringing. typically.
When they don't have a sense of peace, they don't know. They just know they probably know the word and what it means, but they don't know what it means to have peace in their life, to bring somebody.
What does peace mean to y'all? What does peace look like at this age?
Like within relationships, friendships, and stuff like
within life.
Communication.
Yeah, like not turning everything into a big thing. Like if I'm asking you a question or vice versa, and I'm just asking a question and you blow it up to be bigger than what it is, it's like, damn, I just asked the question. Now we arguing. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't bring me.
So having effective communication.
Yeah, like don't bring me that.
Yeah,
that's not that. Because I ask you, like, why you yelling? Like still being calm and then why you yelling? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, you know what? We're not getting anywhere, so I'm gonna abort. So
what about you? Just communication.
That's why I feel like my little shutdown sometimes be the best choice, because after a while, what we doing? My blood pressure going up. I can't yell with you. Excuse me. I'm going to just seriously take them deep breaths. It works sometimes. It might not be good.
So that's peace for you, shutting down.
At that time, yes. Now that I'm working to get out of that, that time, then it was the best solution for me at that time.
I was going to say, I want to add another piece for me. It's also being able to resolve conflict. You know what I'm saying? In an effective manner, so that one don't feel disrespected. And that's either or, like me or my friend, me or my significant other, me or my children, whatever, me or my boss, whatever. Like being able to find a solution, and everybody get to walk away with their dignity still. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody being disrespected.
I like rebuttals and things that our focus is to end in a solution that both fits us.
Yeah.
I don't like rebuttals where we about to damn near get to throwing them. What are you, ma'am?
So when for me,
hurts.
it's like being genuinely loved, being in a safe space, being respected, being able to express myself without judgment. So being around the proper people that actually really love me for me.
Yeah, true.
And not carrying on like burdens of others or even for myself. I think I forced this therapist lady told me I do this. I forget what it was called. I forget the exact name, but she said I force happiness on people. But it was a name for that. I'll have to look it up. But there's a name for it. But I want everybody around me to be doing good so they won't burden me with it.
Right.
But that's not okay.
But why?
I think it's okay to want happiness for people, but maybe it could be a bit much to try to force happiness on people, because that people don't generally. I ain't gonna say generally, but a lot of people don't they don't come from a happy space. So no matter how much you force it on, they gonna still be some angry birds. So
true.
Marquand said peace to me looks like, Marquand, he messaging, but Q said peace to me looks like a calm life to me without chaos. I love communicating and being able to listen without always reacting. Thinking first brings me peace.
I agree with her. Yeah, mine is mainly just the communication a lot.
Marquand, what are you doing?
A lot.
I literally just read that. Like, wait,
gender messed up the dating market, and wow, you're going through some things. You need to come sit on the couch.
Yeah, pull up Marquand at this point, because you need to talk.
You said
I'm late, guys. Let me catch it. Yeah.
We ain't even on that. Well, we can entertain it a bit. But before we do that, Q also said being able to live for me without feeling bad for choosing me as well. I love that.
I like that too. Yep, me too.
Oh, that is
Marquand came in.
That is so important to Q. I agree with you. Girl.
Yeah. What does peace look like in a relationship for y'all?
The same thing.
Still having my me time. Still being able to do the things that I like to do that I was doing before you came here and while you're here now. And then not even getting rebuttal about it. I mean, encourage me to do it. Yeah. Wednesday, you said on Wednesdays you go to yoga. Yeah, let's go to yoga. Sometimes even come with me if you want to really encourage me that much. But I agree. That's it.
For me, it's mainly like effective communicating. A lot of people don't know how to communicate. Comprehension is a big one. Somebody said that somewhere in there. So it's being able, and the reason why I don't think a lot of people comprehend things is because they're not listening to have an understanding. They're listening to find a flaw in what you're saying to have a response. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, listen, hear me out, hear me in, take me in, and then put out whatever you need to put out.
And that's how I adopted the shutdown thing, to be quiet. Cause I found out that people don't care about what you're really talking about.
No, people that
But if
care
you
about you
quiet-
care about what you're talking about.
That's true.
So I
Yeah.
made a comment when that it was a lady that was here and I was listening to her.
Mhm.
You'd be surprised. I was listening to her and I was able to communicate, and she hadn't experienced that before. I
Yeah.
could tell. So when people are attentively listening, then they're able to ask you questions.
Right.
They're able to kind of follow up on what you're saying or get, they really
Yeah.
listening. So she hadn't experienced that before, and it turned into chaos
Yeah.
because she didn't comprehend
used to,
anything I
yeah.
was saying.
Yeah.
You know, she's not used to people listening
Yeah.
and understanding.
Yeah.
So that's deep.
Yeah. See.
But we'll entertain you for a second, Marquand. Which gender messed up the dating market and why?
I feel like that's a little bit on both of them.
I think both of them.
Yeah, I don't think one no more of a fuck up than the other one.
Because
men cheat, men and women
cheat,
yeah.
women lie, men hurt, women hurt.
Yeah,
both of us. We all did. Marquand, is that good enough?
Can I throw something in that?
Yeah. What? Go ahead.
What if I said,
why you always gotta try to twist it?
That's
the question. Like, which gender? We answered it. You up there trying to put a twist on it, but go ahead.
Because that was such a generic answer. That's not good enough.
Because it's true though.
That's how we
don't try to force your happiness over here.
When we talking. No, this is actually.
No, I'm just being funny.
That answer is objective. Not subjective. That answer is objective because it's a fact.
So what if I said, when he said the mess up, and I don't want to call it mess up, what if I said that women could possibly lead the way in communication and being more nurturing and being more understanding and compassionate? Because we do all know that men don't necessarily hold those traits.
Yeah, they don't. No,
so that's one thing.
Can I also say that we do that without them knowing? You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you kind of I do think so. It's almost like you got to kind of trick them to think that they running the conversation a little bit because if you don't, it's just the revolving door.
Well, I'm talking. That's not what I'm saying. So I'm saying, like, just when it comes to certain things, this is just me just observing as of late women and the way they move with things.
Yeah.
So just watching your woman be like disloyal with her friends and her family. Like, soon as she get with him in private, she might be saying something slick, right?
Right.
Oh, I ain't doing that for her. I don't fuck with her.
Yeah.
But when he see you with her, you ha kiki.
Because your guy usually the one telling you that ain't your friend, right?
Yeah.
And then now he over there thinking like, shit, my bitch ain't the friend.
Yeah. Like he's observing your flaws, right?
Yep.
So what if, like, me and seeing a bunch of that stuff and not seeing enough quality women that's really standing for things and really like, putting that aura out as a feminine woman?
Right.
What if it's not enough of that and it's continuing with the chaos in the dating environment? What if?
I mean, that's possible for sure. It's definitely,
I just want to know what y'all thought.
Yeah, it's definitely possible for sure because it happens a lot. So
I don't think women think men pay much attention when it comes to those things.
You know what? They really don't think that, but it's so crazy. Now that I have practiced the being attentive listener to men, oh my God. They let you know they know already. It's just like they can spot out. They can tell you right away, like, no, that woman,
she ain't a good woman.
That woman is, like they are very good at reading women. And at first I didn't believe because I was trying to be a little naive. But now I see it. They know what's going on.
So Q said, what if it's not enough because their mom didn't display that because it started at home?
I mean, that could definitely be one thing too, because men do date women regardless of unknowingly, like they're
Marquand, run that other question back because he had said something about guys, and when I was trying to finish reading
I'm late, guys.
No,
or that
he said something about men
really changed in general historically.
No, ma'am. He said something about men and he removed it, and I was reading it, and
Marquand, bring that
and
back.
It seemed like it was gonna be a good question.
He says have men changed. I don't know about back in the day because y'all
I'll shut down in a jiffy. See,
that's not good though.
Yeah, it's not good, but when you observe things and you see things and your goal is to protect you from these things, that's kind of a normal reaction to those things. Not saying it's the best reaction,
So
but it could be a reaction.
So I'll say, if I'm talking to somebody that I care about
Mhm.
and I want to resolve with, and I want to, you know what I mean? I care about their feelings. I'm not going to do the whole shutdown thing. I think it's abusive. I don't want to do that to a stranger either. But however, I don't have to talk to this stranger again.
True. I mean, because I think that's part of it for me. I don't have to talk to you. I don't gotta know you. I didn't know you before me and you had this encounter. I'm saying in my mind, that be the thoughts. Like, I didn't know you.
It depends on the level
people,
of care.
That's why I said people. That's why I said it matters to the people who I care about. Yes, that's very abusive to them because I care about them. They know I love them. This is what it is.
Right.
And they deserve to have the proper communication.
Right.
But people who I don't gotta give a fuck about, gotta know, probably ain't gonna see you tomorrow, baby. Guess what? Excuse me.
You are not on topic. Have the hoes took over Black culture? What
is he talking about? Marquand, what's going on at home?
A lot.
I'm not gonna necessarily say I do the shutdown thing, but I will shut the fuck up. Especially if we're
what's your reasoning behind it?
It's I'm getting there. Especially if if we talking over each other, like it ain't really making sense what's going on in this conversation. Like I'll shut the fuck up. And usually when I shut the fuck, they always like, you ain't got nothing to say now. Like
I believe people do hear silence. People do hear silence more than they hear you talking. I'm not gonna lie. I tested this out multiple of times. When I'm talking, nobody wants to listen. Nobody hears. When I shut down, now everybody like, what's going on? What's in your mind? Now everybody want to. Oh, so guess what? I adopted shit. I'm just shutting up, man. I guess we'll find out later. I don't. At whatever time, because me talking only made me tired, me exhausted, me giving you all that good energy that I could be going to go put that good energy somewhere else. I can go plant, take my dogs outside. I go for a walk. It's so much other shit to just waste time on people who choose not to.
You said silence only leads to more problems. No bullshit. I definitely believe that, and I also believe
that you love.
Well, I also believe because a lot of people weaponize silence.
This is my issue. I don't want to argue.
Exactly. Why do we gotta argue? Why can't we just talk about whatever the issue is? Why do we gotta argue about it? Because I feel like once you start arguing about it, you already disagreeing with how I feel.
No, if I ask you a question, you immediately going to argue. You're in defense mode.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Why do you even go there? When I'm just telling you, hey, this hurting me. I didn't like how you did this.
They're in survival mode. And so whatever it is I'm about to say, they don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know how this about to affect us. And a lot of people don't know how to voice what they feeling or what they've done or what they need to say. So they go into defense and then they always take everything so offensively. And it's like that. And because what I absolutely hate for people to do to me is say, because when you said that, this is what I heard. Well, you need Q-tips because that ain't what I said. You know what I'm saying? I said what I said. Don't take and twist my words.
I actually like that. I think that's effective communication because if I say something and you run it back to me, then now I have the moment and chance to clarify. Like,
I agree.
That's not what it was. That's because that's where you're gonna go anyway. Whatever.
I'll ask you to repeat yourself. I don't want to put no words in nobody's mouth. I will ask you to repeat yourself. Like, wait, what you say? You know what I'm saying?
No, but that's why I think it's effective communication because you could see where where your intent was, and you could see where my mental is.
I mean, Tay used this last week when women say they okay and they're not okay.
Yeah.
Are you not okay? Like, what do you want me to say as the man? What do you expect him to be saying if you're doing
first
that?
And foremost, and I think I had started saying that, and then it kind of got a little loud. But if you come to me and say, "Are you okay?" 9 times out of 10, you know I'm not okay.
So, but that ain't for me to be figuring out.
But it ain't for me to figure out.
You've already figured it out.
No, that's why you're asking. And I'm not asking because you're doing the shutdown part.
I figured out that you have a problem. I haven't figured out what the problem is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you asking me is trying to figure it out. So what do you mean that's not?
But you don't shut me out.
But what's wrong with you saying?
No, I don't do that. I will say, like, like I said last or Tuesday, whatever day that was we was here. Like, hey, give me a minute. I'm not ready. I'm trying to still process this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'll be like, I real life say, like, I just told you that this week. Didn't I tell you that? Like, I'm just really trying to process it. I'm in a state of shock. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Those were great questions you asked, by the way, but I don't know right now. I'm trying to figure
That's
it
why
out.
I called Tay today with me being confused. I'm like, cause I know you're gonna ask me questions, get the ball rolling. Please help me with this because I'm confused. Like, what's going on?
I mean, it just works. It's for me. Like I don't sit on nothing, and I process fast, and I will say what I process, right?
Yeah.
And it's for you to let me know what you're processing back and forth, right? Because now we having dialogue.
Yeah.
But when people do the whole I need X amount of time and I need all these days.
God, I think that's ridiculous. But give me a moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
but when that moment comes, I need you.
Like, I might be hot right now, and I don't want this to be an art. I absolutely hate art.
But you know what? I think that's something that people should explore right away. Yeah. Like your communication style when you don't feel good. You know, when you're not in the best of spirits or you're not processing, you're upset. Yeah. People need to know how you react when you're upset. I can't handle people that do the shutdown. I'll be done with you. Yeah. I'm done. I'm out. I'm not saying. I think that is one of the most abusive things to do to people, and I think it's highly immature. Yeah. That's me personally, but that's because of things from me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, those are things that I can't handle. Yeah. But don't nobody gotta feel how I feel. You get what I'm saying? No. I'm just saying if you do have something, if I did do something, people tend to when you are, that's the passive aggressive moment, and then you tend to. Further, if you don't address it right away, then you end up doing passive aggressive things to me. Yeah, I agree. And now I'm not accepting that.
I just don't be wanting when people are mad. Yeah, when people are mad, they say some really fucked up things. Oh, yeah. So I be feeling like depending on how heated of a topic and the conversation is, shit, we both need a moment. So I always throw it out real quick, like, hey, like wait a minute, let me process this for a minute. Like, give me a minute. You know what I'm saying? And I promise you, I do say that. I promise you, I'm gonna come back to it.
I just was recently in a situation like that where somebody came to me about something, and then we were going back and forth, giving our whatever, and I guess she felt like she wasn't winning or whatever because everybody love to win. I don't care about winning. I want to get my point across. That don't got nothing to do with nothing else. And like she stormed out and was like obnoxious loud in the hallway. I'm like, wow. So I went.
You said she did that because of what?
Because she felt like she wasn't winning the battle for whatever she came to me to get clarity.
And how did you come to that conclusion, though?
Huh?
How did you come to that conclusion?
What part?
That you feel like she felt like she wasn't winning the battle?
Because the way she stormed out, like it wasn't loud. We wasn't argumentative and all. Then she walked out like, "Motherfucker need to do that job." I'm like, see this lady.
No, but that's something that you was holding too. You was battling with that. You know what I mean? That left with that lady. That left heavy on you.
That's not this lady. This is a whole new lady that I've never even had no situation with. So for her to see her act out like that, I'm like, where did this come from? You don't even talk or know each other. But if you thought that you were going to just come with me with something and think that I was just going to eat everything you brought up here, no, baby, I'm going to throw this up back at you because what are you talking about?
Well, that's also a piece. People feel like if you respond to things that you're being combative.
And that's not combative. I'm just saying, basically, I'm answering what you're asking, and I'm telling you what happened in my words, in my way, and what I saw. So she wasn't winning it, and she did that little explosive thing and stumped off and walked off.
It's a defense mechanism.
I took 3 deep breaths through my nose and out my mouth, and I went to her. I said, "Hey, I apologize for whatever." I don't even know what the fuck I'm apologizing for. Yeah. I apologize if you made you that mad. If it made you that mad to storm off to do like, I don't want that energy. I apologize. Don't even worry about it. You know that lady, even though she was the one in the wrong, she didn't come back with well, I apologize too. Mm-hmm. She still told me after that, well, we still need time to calm down. Why are you anyway when you come into...
I don't even want to talk about apologies today, okay?
No, but we can though, because that's
we can't. We should.
But I came to her like, I apologize.
Call her.
That's not what I'm quick to apologize now because it doesn't It's not taking away.
Yeah,
from
it doesn't
to
take.
apologize.
It
to
doesn't
you.
take anything away. However,
Hey, but if I don't know what I'm apologizing
yeah,
for,
I got to know. I got to
ain't
know.
giving you
Yeah,
an
because
apology.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I really didn't, but I didn't want that energy because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you ahead, you over me.
Yeah,
So you gonna make my work
Yeah.
hard.
that's
So I
unfortunate.
gotta do what I gotta do at the end of the day.
But Q said when you put that issue in front of people, I mean in their face, and they get into defense mode, ask them what's really the problem. That'll make them open up.
No, because that's what I said to her. I said the energy that you're giving me
Yeah.
is a personal issue, and I don't even know you.
Yeah.
So from what I could think of what if you do got a personal issue, it's because you're listening to other people who don't like me, and
Yeah, and you taking on that
and you don't
energy.
even see me deal with them people.
Taking
You
on that
see,
energy.
yeah, you see that I don't even give a fuck
Because
about
what
them not
I'm getting
liking me.
from the
That's the bad part
situation
about
is,
it. Like,
if
I don't
that's
like
the
it. I don't
case,
care.
if that's the case, because she was listening to other people, she came to you about it all the way wrong.
That's
anyway.
so that's
That's what I'm
saying.
getting from. That's what I'm getting from it. But I don't know.
But I thought me going to apologize was like, okay, let's calm this down and let's get down to the root of it. She still didn't. She like
Some people already form their opinion about you, and there's no coming back.
yeah. So that's why I told you. That's why I don't battle with people with their mentals on that.
Mhm.
That's your thing. I'm not trying to get you to see me. If whatever
Mhm.
way you see me, that's your thing. I'm not trying to even defend that in no way, shape, or form. But that lady, from the way she came, I know that it was some behind stuff that she didn't either heard or somebody said something to her. So in my mind, it still has nothing to do with me. So I apologize for what it is.
So
and
could
then
you
now-
have done that differently? Could you have said, "Hey, where does energy?"
I probably
coming
could have
from?
got more
Because-
clarifying questions.
Yeah.
I definitely could have did that. Now that I'm learning that.
Like, hey, I know we
Now
here to
that
try
I'm
to
learning
figure
now
out.
that I'm learning that,
You know what
could
I'm
get
saying?
more
Like, I know we
clarifying.
here to figure out a problem, but this energy a little off. Where is that coming from?
But then check this out, because this is what women do too on the
Oh.
fly. You gotta pay attention to this.
Wait a minute. Wait, it might be within the questions. Maybe.
No, it ain't that.
Okay.
Wait, now every time when this same lady see me now, hey, how you doing? Come and check on me. Well, how your day going? Is you doing?
She probably just had a moment with herself.
No, not because you saw yourself.
Yeah, you saw what you did.
But instead of you being an adult about it, you want to be instead of.
So have you embraced her since she's done that?
Yeah, I talk to her all the time.
Okay,
Hey,
cool.
I still treat her like in her what she is.
Yeah, respect.
I don't treat you no less than. I understand you doing your job. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's
And,
cool.
Yeah,
But hey, John, he said, "On my mama, you can't shut down. Very immature."
I agree.
Q said, "People say what they mean when they're mad, so I hush for a minute, then respond. 'Cause
Yeah, to
I
let
say
you get it off your
anything
chest
when
so
I'm
I can
mad.
know.
Yeah, and that's the whole purpose
Yeah.
of me saying, like, let me process it. Sometimes I know exactly what I want to say, but I might need to take a break because I don't want it to come off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let me hold on. Let me. Hey,
That's understandable.
let me
She
go
also
potty
said-
real quick.
She also said apology sometimes isn't a who won kind of thing.
It's not
Being able to go to bed at night with a sound mind, knowing you can rest with nothing on your mind, makes you the winner.
I agree.
I
With you.
1000% agree.
I agree with you, Q. That's why I had to. I was like, girl, I slept good that night. You over here still frustrated.
You know what? And I wasn't gonna talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it. So yesterday I was in a situation where I invited two women to have a conversation. They've been having some discourse for a very long time.
Okay.
And I invited them to have a conversation because I felt like they level-headed people, they can iron this out.
They can hash it out, yeah.
And they spoke, and I thought it was a very powerful conversation. They both had some grievances, which was cool. We talking. Sometimes when you hear people out, you get a better understand what's going on.
Absolutely.
And it was just a whole bunch of riffraff. And I will say, my friend, she did an amazing job at taking accountability. She was apologetic. She owned her shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she also said, hey, that just looking back at that wasn't a good reflection of me, and I'm better now, you know?
Yeah.
And I received that. But the other person woke up and they decided to just be on that shit again. You know what I mean? And I felt like, which brought me here, and I'm just gonna fast forward it. Why are people asking for apologies if that's not gonna suffice?
That's not gonna suffice for true.
And if it was more that was needed, tell me that you need more. Hey, I hear you. I accept your apology. But also don't expect me to accept yours and walk away.
But what is the more? What could you give past the apology besides like?
Well, this is the thing. When you in the
behavior,
moment,
and if I don't deal with you, how am I know that the behavior changed? Because
Are these girls friends? Are they?
No, they're not friends. They're
right. So that's what I'm saying. If that person needed more, what could the other person have given that person, knowing that we don't
Well, that was the moment. That was the moment of all truths to tell exactly what you needed because it was laid out. I laid it out.
So this the scenario. You brought two women together that had grievances with each other to have a conversation and maybe move past that. One absolutely owned it and moved past it. One said she owned it but didn't move past it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough.
But as of yesterday, she told me she moved past it. As of today, her actions display something else.
Oh, that's tough.
And I addressed it on behalf of my friend. My friend doesn't know. She'll find out now. But I addressed it because I felt like I brought my friend in that situation to get clarity for herself,
right?
Healing for herself, and move on because it was
and it sounds like to get clarity for the other girl because they had grievances with each other.
Both of them. It was for both of them.
So I thought that they would both walk away saying, "Hey, we some good women." You know what I mean?
Opened up a wound for somebody.
I don't even think it was an open wound. I think it was one of those, I identify with this bullshit and I want to keep going with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know,
right. So it's still a wound.
So this goes back to what I was saying earlier.
It was a wound though. Like,
her actions is showing that it's still a wound because why would you?
It's probably not even a wound. It was. Some people really operate from unhappy spaces in their life. Yeah. So that girl could have kissed the other one's ass and we're not even friends just to be able for me. Because for me, if I know what I'm apologizing for, I will. Because that gives me some.
They both understood what they were apologizing for. One felt like one did more to them than they did to them.
Regardless of who did more than each other. So what I'm saying is if I apologize to you, if I feel like I owe you an apology and I apologize to you because I want to dead this. Right. And I want to move forward. Yeah. And if we apologize to each other and you get back up on the other shit,
but I think that's so stupid to me too about if one did more than the other because
it don't matter.
That we just hurt each other, period. So
absolutely.
But that's where women come with the competition thing.
But that's what I'm talking about.
How can we weigh it on a scale? What you did?
Because you don't know where I was at when you were doing the things that you were doing. Yeah. So you don't know mentally how that may have affected me. Exactly. It may have affected my family because if I'm not right together, the people that follow behind me that depend on me, they're not going to be right neither. Yeah. So it's like if I gave you an apology, because again, I do agree, like apology. I feel like apologies, like it's just like forgiving somebody. Because if you offer an apology to somebody, you forgiving them, right? True. And I feel like forgiveness is not even for the other person. It's for me. Yeah, it's for me to be able to move past this thing and be able to one less burden or more less bag that I gotta carry. So really, apologies for people and forgiving people is really for me. If I apologize to you, it's for me. Now, if you receive and accept that, then cool, we probably can make something out of that. But if you own some fuck shit, you probably just a fuck person. And that's probably why that this grievance had been going on for such a long time.
Yeah, it was the way that it was painted, like, oh, she woo, and then to come to find out it was you. They come to find out it was really on that person end. You get what I'm saying? But I hope that my friend will continue to be, the bigger
operate in her space.
And keep growing. And not allow that moment that person, whether I say it or not, she would know or find out about it. But so I'm just being transparent right now. But I pray that my friend will continue to grow, and I'm proud of her for doing that.
Yeah, for sure. I don't doubt that.
Because one thing too, we got to keep in mind, everybody mature and grow and all of that stuff at different levels. Absolutely. So maybe that other person hasn't gotten there yet.
Still needs some
and I hope they both are watching so that they can receive and the things that we are saying. But and maybe can go back and look back at that situation like, I really didn't handle that right. You know what I'm saying? Like you right, y'all right. I shouldn't have been on that. But also some people, because they're not operating in happy spaces, this shit right here that we doing, we'll go in one ear and right clean out the other one. True. So it's you got to let people take from it what they gonna take and what they don't.
Y'all, I want to read this. Marquand funny dude said Bad Girls Club have turned so many chicks into gladiators.
Combative. #combative.
#combative.
Q said hurt is hurt, period. And if apology isn't good enough, then all a person can do is move on and keep living in their best life.
You've done your part. Exactly. That's literally the only next thing that you can do outside of an apology, because like I said, if we're not friends or in each other's
why are you expecting more from me?
That too, but also I'm not going to know if the behavior has been corrected because I'm not around you. I don't know.
But this
so I guess it works for the next person. It might help.
But this is the whammy though. The person is saying, like, painting that narrative like that person, my friend, wasn't after today, as of today. like she wasn't capable of moving on. And it's really you.
That's projection. That's the
Well, that's
projection
a great
right there for sure.
example of
That's a
projection.
great
Example
example
telling
of
her like
projection.
you're the delusional one.
Yeah.
You really spent that.
Yeah.
You was on some other shit. And I'm not the shit they had going on, that was wrong. That shit was wrong on both ends.
Yeah.
But today I felt like dang, like we grown as hell. And you want to sit in that? Okay, cool.
But I guess
I'm not gonna dwell on that. I just wanted to speak on that
The
because I
more
didn't like it.
matters.
Yeah, it's the more.
It's the more,
I
I
just think
guess.
it's so unfortunate that African Americans, Black people, niggas, Negroes, whatever y'all want to call them, we can't operate in a space where we come more together than apart. I think that's sad. That's awful. That's terrible.
So how do y'all think generational patterns play a role in relationship with chaos?
I think it plays a major role in it because what you see is kind of what you look for. Is
Say
what
that
you
again.
attract.
How does generational patterns play a role in our relationship, in a relationship of chaos? So people, I'll just use little girls, young girls, for example.
Okay.
They see their mother dating a man. The man doesn't work. He's not very family oriented. It's kind of mean. A lot of times when the family comes over, he stays in the room. He's kind of verbally abusive to her mother. She grows up to believe that that's normal. And she gets with the man, and he might be kind, gentle, family oriented, all those things.
And
she then calls him a simp. Yep, square, lame. So that's what I'm talking about.
So she's the little girl is seeing all of this stuff.
She saw all that with her mother. She believed that to be normal. She now gets with the man who is loving, attentive, compassionate, family oriented, and he to her is a lame.
Yeah. I know for a fact I think it plays a major role in a lot of ways on how people date and do now. Like, because you be like, you can't possibly just start doing this at your big old age. You had to have this had to been a pattern from a long way ago. So if that pattern wasn't broken and that person didn't feel like they deserved
she
different and
called
more,
he a good man because Savannah's a
good man.
Yeah, so this is a good dude. That's what the picture that we're and she called him a simp and a lame
because of what her mother really dated, what she saw growing up.
I think that's unfortunate. Do I think that play a role in there? I definitely think so. If people don't know, if people haven't seen or brought up seeing what real unconditional love is, if they wasn't brought up in a space where love, like I know I got a friend who told me that they never told each other they loved them in their household. Listen, my kids go
I hear that
at night every night. I got one kid still living in my house. That boy. Tay, you heard me coming there like, well, all right, Mom, I'm finna go to sleep. I gotta work at 5. Love you, good night.
Yeah.
Like we do that every day. In the morning when I'm up getting ready for work, he out the door. All right, son, love you. Have a good day. But like some people didn't have that growing up, so they don't know what that looked like. And to try to give people that is draining. Especially if they're not open to receive it. So do I think it affects or have a role, play a role in how people operate when they become adults? Absolutely.
A lot. Especially if they don't want different. Like I agree with you. She said you gotta want different, period. And that's true.
Well, you gotta know different.
You gotta know you
gotta know what to know.
But if you got an example, if y'all
be honest, like how we say about boys that's up in and raised up in households where it's just the mother, you ain't had that daddy there, but you saw some good men somewhere.
Not necessarily.
I'm gonna say because for me, I was raised up in a lot of toxicity and shit like that, but I ran into a lot of good women that taught me and helped me to be the woman that I am here today, of just having conversations or asking them questions or them trying to take me under to show me. So I believe that it's somebody out there for you. You might not have had that.
I mean,
it's a man.
Do y'all know that they say men, single fathers actually raise better?
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that the statistics are very high.
They raise children better.
Yeah, I guess because the structure in them, they do.
But you would think women did because they're nurturing. They should be nurturing.
Yeah, but we fluctuate due to our nurturing.
So that's what I'm
I think it's
saying.
circumstantial with women.
Some cases, it's a lot of women. out here that be stern and for real about that shit. Don't play. But
Like
some
neither
of us
one of
play,
my
okay, well we can do it. We can let it
neither
slide.
one of my baby daddies were in the house with my kids, but my boys had great ass examples, and I think with the help of like good friends, my dad, my stepdad, my brothers, I think my kids are great. Like, they good kids. They a little annoying sometimes, and then they not out here like none of my kids, God bless me, was kid boys running the streets doing like little crazy stuff. But they came up. They were good kids. I pride myself on that. But I also pride my village that was around my kids. I gave John his flowers one day. He was here too, because I feel like as a close friend of mine, I feel like he had a hand in that too. And I always give people their flowers when it comes to my kids, because I could have done that myself. But they stepped in.
That, so
no, for real. So they stepped in and they helped. So
personal reflection moment. What kind of negativity or dysfunction did you grow up seeing, and how did it shape you to what you consider normal today?
Okay. I saw my mother love somebody that was incapable of loving her. So that's why the relationship that I did have. Let's make sure I put that, because Mark
John said, "Love you, Chris."
Mark Juan be like, what?
He said, "Oh."
But so the previous relationship that I had, my first one, I thought that was the way to go, to be with a man. Just, you know what I'm saying? All that shit is a lie.
Wait. Go back. You said you saw your mother love a man like that was incapable of loving her.
Yeah, but still stuck around, still was giving kids, still was being the best woman she could be for him and all this and that. And it's just like, I'm not doing that now. I did it once, so I know what it feels like. I know what it looked like. I'm not doing that again. If it ain't no.
But you found yourself falling into that same pattern.
With my one situation.
Yeah,
I gotta make sure I say that. Her client be on it.
I mean, baby,
that one situation. I promise. I learned. I got past it. But that was one of the things that me and my siblings, we do talk about. Like, that was dysfunctional watching. And we thought it was just, just love. Love will get it. Love ain't enough. Love ain't the only thing that's gonna get us through there. Respect, honesty, all the honoring each other, understanding that we this here. Also, that toxicity didn't teach us that it's the problem versus us and we together. It didn't teach none of that shit. So I don't want none of that. So I
don't really think that I saw dysfunction. I had two dads, and not because my mama didn't know who my daddy was, but my mama was married to my stepdad, and then my biological dad has always been a part of my life. So I'm blessed. I had two dads.
So maybe not your mom, but just maybe in friendships, seeing friends go through things. Did that shape anything?
I feel like when I jumped off the porch, I was already up in age. So my upbringing had a major effect on how I moved when I was outside. When I was able to start coming outside and hanging with friends and stuff like that. So I didn't see a lot of dysfunction. Some of the choices that I made in men have solely been on mine, solely been on me. It ain't because of the stuff that I saw in my house. And I'm woman and adult enough to say that it was solely my choice.
And
you know what I'm saying?
That. Be real. We love that. City girls up another time. I keep telling y'all, we growing on here.
For me, it was watching women around me pretend like it was more than what it was sometimes, pretending like it was more than what it was, and then just watching to see what it was. So it was like, why? You know what I mean? I don't want to be like that. I don't want to I want to love and be loved, but I don't want to force any love.
One thing I did get from that situation with my mama, though, my mama never gave my daddy an excuse to what it is to why he was doing what he doing. She always owned up to like, okay, well, I know, and I'm here and I'm sticking. She was always real about it. We was always just like,
he messed up, but I'm staying with him.
Yeah, type just accepting her where she at. Yeah. So that was one of the things that I do say that from my mama, the integrity piece, the taking accountability to what you doing and what it is. That is not hard for me because my mama displayed that. It was never.
So do you think, like, as far as like if you identify a past, like growing up in relationship, like, I made some bad choices, do you think that had to do anything with any insecurities or things you didn't complete in yourself or that you were looking for, trying to find?
No, I liked like like dope dealers. You know what I'm saying? Like I like bad boys. So that's why I said those choices in men that I dated and shit, that was solely on me. Like the flashy cars, the money.
So did you look at your dad and them and be so where
Well,
did you get
okay, so let's just be clear. It's only 4 people on here, so I can tell a little bit of my business. My dad, my stepdad too, my mom.
She gonna wake up and gonna be
they
like,
all
2,000 views.
like it. So no, but my family, they come from money. So it wasn't that. It was just I liked it. You know, it was something about it that turned me on. So it wasn't a because I always say
no, I was gonna say did you look at your dads and feel like I want a man like my dad?
No, my dad is skinny as hell and bald head. I don't like skinny
guys. Let me tell you, I want to answer that question.
No, I what I will say because I liked who I liked. I had an attraction for this shit. Both of my baby daddies was drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? So I had an attraction.
Come from?
I seen it. I liked it. You know what I'm saying? It was nice.
You thought that was the way?
Yeah, I thought that was it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't nothing that again. I had great parents. I had a great upbringing. It was nothing that they did that made me go that way.
They did anything. I'm saying did the society that getting outside and you was like,
I don't
like the way they popping by.
I don't know. I think like in our era, because we're a little bit older. So in our era, I think like that was probably like drug dealing and all that stuff probably had been existing. Mm-hmm. But I think like the flashy rims, you know, like the displaying of the money, all the jewelry and all of that shit had just become a big thing. And that was a turn on for me. So that's why I went that route. It didn't have nothing to do with self-esteem. It was just like, this is what I like. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be honest, I did not like it. But the one relationship that I had, he on the other side. No, he waiting on it. Got to keep putting that out there. The one relationship that I did have, when that person started displaying that what my father did, or as a person, I didn't like it. And that was one of the things. And I know I didn't like it because that person had ended up going to jail. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not doing jail with you. I'm sorry. I
have to agree with you on that. That's when I started changing the type of men that I dated. Yeah. Because it's a lot having to deal with a dude that consistently go. Now, my boy's dad didn't really go back and forth to jail that much, but my daughter did. Nigga, I know they knew him just by, like, they seen that number like, oh, my folks coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy back. That's how much he went back. And that took a toll because now I'm stuck out here with these 3 kids by myself. So that's when I was like, something got to change. And I rock with both my baby daddies. We're very good friends, but that's what I had to make a change. Like,
I don't like the drug dealers. If it end up being that, or if I meet you and we probably talk and I find out that's your thing, I cuts out of there quick, baby. Because guess what? I'm not giving you my money to flip. I'm not helping you own it. I'm not helping you when you in jail. I'm not doing. So it's a lot of stuff that I'm not doing. So I might as well not even put myself in that.
You don't always have to give them your money to flip. I've never given.
You ain't driving my car, even if yours come out. You better have some double. I don't know. You better have some backup plans because I'm not it. So I just, with me having that mind frame and understanding that I'm not that girl, I don't want to deal with them men.
True story. I wasn't with neither one of my baby daddies, but my boy's daddy bought my first car, and my daughter daddy taught me how to drive. Like I'm saying, like we rocked. We really could have lived in the house together.
Now you're poly.
You were starting poly.
But we really rocked with each other though. They really had my back.
So with that bond. I don't know if y'all got any more questions, but this is my last question.
We ain't got enough.
Yeah, we probably went to.
You sure? Is that all of them?
Okay.
How can we as Black women normalize peace the way we normalize struggle?
You first of all, you got to figure out what peace means to you and how you can bring that peace to you, and then in turn project it on the people around you.
Or is it finding what the other person requires? If
I'm not a peaceful person,
try to meet them where they are. Right?
I think we all have a minimum standard of what peace looks like, and I think that we could foster a more healthier environment when it comes to peace and less chaos if we actually cheered and celebrated each other when we were in peaceful.
Or if more
places.
women did what you did, bring two people to the table that had grievances with each other, that you was like, oh, this girl seemed like, because I because I know you, I figured you was like, man, these are some pretty dope chicks. Let me see if we can work this out. If more women did that, it'd be, the world would be such a more peaceful place. Because you know what that'll then turn around and do? Because although men don't want to say, they mimic a lot of things that we do. Yeah. So if more women did that, more men would do that.
If more women, if we were more stand up with things, more communicated better, held each other accountable when we didn't communicate well, or like having standards, boundaries, healthy things. If we did that, I think the men will fall in line. So I guess that's what they've been saying this whole time, especially with the sex part. If we stop giving it to them and start setting boundaries and being respected, like really owning being respected, that it would be different.
Just having some standards. That's all. That's really boundaries. That's really what they be saying. Honestly, just have some standards about yourself. Respect yourself. Because I've never even heard, even the shittiest of the men that I've been around and seen, they all say the same thing. Well, it's whether you respect yourself. Even the ones that get mad that you respect yourself.
Oh, it's the realistic standards, and not cheering with them, not the bullshit men when they, when they cheering for the bullshit. Like women shouldn't be joining in with that.
Like that video I sent you today. Did you still ain't watched it?
Which one?
When that other dude had held the other dude accountable for.
Oh yeah. Like if he said if you were, you are. Yeah. But y'all got some questions?
No, I want to read Q comment on her. She said, if we think what matters first, then we can definitely make the proper decisions. I agree.
1000%.
Yeah, just having an understanding of what you want to come out of this situation, and
that goes back to that. I need a moment because I had time to process this. I've calmed down a little bit, and now I can express myself without offending you. You know what I'm saying? Without maybe even deflecting on it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's where all of that come from. So I understand that men probably don't like that. But it's even with them, like when we ask them a question and they go immediately into defense mode, it was like you needed a moment to figure that out, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So give me grace if I ask you for a moment to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You could tell when people.
I guess it depends on how many moments you need and how many times you're doing that. You know what I mean?
Well, it depends.
If everything bothers you, you get what I'm saying? If everything bothers you, you and your phone, it's the lack of trust.
Well, yeah, that part too. Yeah.
Because a lot of that comes from that.
Because people want a lot of grace, but they don't give a lot.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I agree with you on that. But I think men have more of a hard time giving women grace than women have for other women.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, for sure. Men think right as soon as they say something, you should change. Women be like, okay, I'm gonna give you some time.
Hey, what does it mean to y'all to be submissive?
Oh,
I think being able to, what's the biggest thing we ask for in men? We ask for safe spaces, right? A safe place to be able to do whatever it is we vent, cry, hug, whatever. I think being submissive is doing the same thing for him, being a safe space. A lot of times we don't provide that for men. So I think everything. Girl, you don't even be liking them that long. How the fuck you say? No, but I'm for real. Like I feel like a lot of times
y'all don't listen to Creature.
She definitely be crunching you like.
I'm gonna be in love.
No, you said you want us to hold you accountable, right?
Okay. Come out that delusional box.
I'm gonna be in love one day.
Like steps.
Am I not gonna be in love?
But no, I feel like if being able to provide them with a safe space. I think if we do that more, they'll open up more. They'll communicate more. Better, yeah, more effectively for sure. And I think things will be a little bit more successful. I think when people be operating in defense mode, that's when everything be
so again, when I ask you what does being submissive look like to you, if a man provides you with a safe place, if he did ask you to do something different, if he did possibly challenge something,
so what's the difference?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, the different it matters because
if he provided you with a safe space, as you claim you wanted, a peaceful environment, effectively communicates. to be
Absolutely.
submissive
I
would
would
be
change.
to allow
Whatever-
him to lead.
Whatever
Right.
he
And
needed
if
me
he
to do,
mentioned
I would
something,
do.
if he told you something and he felt like, yeah, you got cringy.
She went back in that box.
You said
She back in that box.
well, I
Submission
told
is
y'all on the
silly.
last podcast I'm working on this, but ooh.
Submission is
Oh,
silly.
look, John
Yeah, no, I ain't
said,
gonna
yes,
lie.
men absolutely struggle with giving grace. Look at how they act when women cheat back.
I agree.
I
Because
mean-
they are poor at giving grace. They think you supposed to be because they have this thing that women are princesses. So they don't
Queens.
think that's I mean that too, but we were a princess before we got to be a queen. But
I'm a queen.
they think that we are
I'm a
literally
queen.
a queen for sure. But I'm saying this what I've heard men say. But they think that we don't make mistakes for some odd reason, and we or they think that we can't or we shouldn't. And I think
I do agree
society
with
play
that.
a role in that too, because society think that women we supposed to know everything, have it all together. It just be like, can I put this down? This is all yours. I don't need this. This is all yours. So I think that plays a big major role in how people view us women all the time, and that's why we get the.
We talking about the man, this ideal man that is going to provide you with a safe space.
I don't know.
I knew she was going to wrap back around to that.
I know she
because you
was
ain't
too.
answering yet.
Because
She
I don't
deflects
know.
all the time.
I absolutely would. If he said color your hair green. If he
Or
provided
no, or if he said I don't like you wearing colors, you can wear the weave, but some of that stuff is too much, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm submissive in relationships. I just haven't been in one to.
we might have to sit on the corner and talk about that for a minute. He said don't wear weave.
No. He said
Okay.
you can wear weave. I just don't want it colored or something like that.
I would be okay
I don't
with
think
that.
it's very becoming, or I think like business wise, it's not.
I would be okay with that. As
Okay.
long as I can get a few inches.
Oh, you saying if that's what the man say to you, he don't
Yeah,
want
if
you
he
to wear
said something
color.
like that.
Oh, that'd be
I would,
easy.
and I
Y'all
think,
wear black.
and I think because people don't provide each other safe spaces,
Yeah.
that look impossible.
Yeah.
That look impossible for women to actually really be able to be submissive to a man.
I feel
And
like
so-
the confusing part is if you met me looking like this and then now you're trying to change it.
Well,
that's
it ain't
kinda
even
like,
that.
well,
It
why
ain't
did you
even that.
talk to me?
I think it's levels to relationship. I can
Agree.
see the potential in you, and now that I'm getting to know you, I care enough to even tell you about that.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I can see that. Okay. So can I be submissive? I don't.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap back around that.
Yeah, we gonna
on another podcast.
On another podcast. But
No,
I need what you say? I need a little more
I
time.
only say that because a lot of women think that they just the ideal woman,
Yeah.
and submission comes with that. You know what I mean? Because it can't be two kings in there. Well, it can be. There'll be
Now it's
Oh,
society.
God.
The kings
Sword
can
fight.
be there.
Abort.
But anyways, but allowing, I don't know, for me, because that might be different in different households. So I'm not gonna say that it's really whatever works for that relationship.
Yeah, absolutely.
But for me, my man would need to lead. In order for me to allow him to lead, he would need to provide me with a safe space.
Correct. I
Absolutely.
agree.
Yeah.
So as long as I got that safe space, I can absolutely be submissive because I can trust what you're saying to be real. I can trust that your word, you standing on your word, you a man of your word. You honest,
And just as
respectful.
well as I can trust that you got my best interest at hand
Absolutely.
when we are making these rules and regulations or whatever the fuck. I can trust that everything that you're doing is for the best of both of us.
Yeah.
Not just for your gain.
Yeah, you ain't outside.
That's why I
playing
guess I
with-
probably don't care for the submissive conversation because I feel like you gonna know because that man it's gonna exude out of him because how he love and take care of himself gonna come out to you and show. So I think the submissive part gonna automatically come. I
wouldn't
gonna
bank
force
on
it
that
on me too
wholeheartedly.
much.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bank on that wholeheartedly because how he love and care for himself, he might not remotely touch that with you.
No, well, that
So,
ain't, that
yeah,
ain't
so
it.
you gotta
I
be
don't
careful with that because
he ain't it then.
yeah.
Well,
He
you
ain't
know.
it then. I agree, but I'm just saying.
He ain't it then. Cause no, when you get with that man that's making sure that you gonna feel like a little light feather, where you supposed to like a light feather, and he's supposed to treat
I
you
saw
like
a
if you
post,
drop,
and I think I said this to Tay in conversation. We should be our conversations be all over the place. But I think I was scrolling Facebook and I saw it, and it said you could tell the worth of a man by the smile on his woman's face.
I agree with that. I agree with that because it's some vampires that'll suck you dry out there, boy. Be looking like a little raisin. But then the ones that's
She
walking
said
around
she
jolly,
doing bad.
no, for real.
You said what?
Like she doing bad.
No, but
Is it dope?
the women that's happy and jolly and willing to help people and give advice and be them one get treated good at home. They be light as a feather. Girl, come
And
here.
don't get me wrong, you know, ain't no situation.
Hey, that's why I'm here like, what the fuck?
Why are y'all doing this?
Be lovers.
We tried. Take our turn to listen to some lovers.
You so stupid.
God damn it.
Yeah, I think everything. I think another thing people need to stop doing, like watching social media, being envious of
agree.
other people's relationships.
I
Because
agree.
what works in my relationship and household will
May
not work in yours. It may not, work in yours. So I think you got to set your own standards and boundaries and all of that stuff in your relationship. You can't do what you see Cash Dollars or Darius do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so people that's
Stop
big, like-
faking. No.
Now, also
Yeah.
too, like how a woman talk to a man too out in public too, can let you know, like
Oh, so y'all had some more
if
questions.
he have
Who has some more questions?
Yo.
Oh
no. Oh, we was on. Was that it?
No, it's okay.
no,
Oh,
but
but no,
I
I'm saying,
agree.
you know,
I
like how
agree.
you see a woman just disrespecting a man and all that, and then sometimes not saying that that man did anything, but if a woman just don't respect you, like how we was talking about the lady who would think a man is a simp because he this and that. If a woman just don't respect that, she ain't gonna respect it. It don't necessarily mean that you a bad person or you did.
You can
something
also
wrong.
tell by how a woman and a man move when they outside without their significant
Exactly.
other.
True.
So-
True. Because they be the singlest, boy. I'm telling you, ain't nobody more single than a married man.
Don't say that.
The married man be single, boy. Be looking at like, I see your ring on your finger, sir.
Don't say that.
Leave me alone.
So what's that? A tattoo?
No, for real.
What's that? Your birthmark?
You
What
don't
y'all
know
think
that-
about little matching
costume jewelry.
tattoos? The little
I
the
think
symbols.
that's
They
cute.
so
Y'all
cute.
get one?
Oh my.
Y'all get one?
Ooh, don't deflect.
All right.
What?
So tonight was great. I really enjoyed y'all so much.
Okay.
Don't deflect.
Have a good night. This was a That's true though, but no, because I be feeling like when weird shit happen, why am I sitting here with this? I feel like I need to abort mission. I forgot that's all my mind me.
But let me tell you too,
this weird.
have you got over the past things that happened in your past relationships? Because that can affect you finding love. Because then you operating from a space of defense all the time. Like your defense is always there. Remember on Tuesday we talked about triggers. All of that can
Because like with this guy, honestly, he haven't displayed anything from what I've seen from my previous relationships. It's just really for me the situation with my son. I don't know what your rebuttal is there with my son. So it's more of me.
What happened? Because you told me.
I didn't care.
Did you? It's off. We off there.
No,
Oh, go cut that out.
I said we back.
We back. We shout just said, "Oh yes, I see us." Why we live? I done got comfortable. I'm gonna take my wig off.
If you had taken that wig off, I would have fallen out.
Hey, they were gonna be like, they do be talking about the damn podcast. Yeah, shit. If you leave it out, a lot of shit to talk about that. But yeah, see, it's just for me.
Wait, it say we still live.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, I'm finna hit it.
Girl, power your damn phone off.